What some may see as an ugly mess of lines could be so much more if we open our minds. Join me on my journey if you have a big heart. Come on, let's go. It's the art of the chart.
Hi, how's it going? My name is Zachy, and you're watching BLOCKTV's Art of the Chart. What's the point of Art of the Chart, I hear you cry? So many fan letters I don't get. You know, they're asking the same question. What is Art of the Chart? Well, I'll tell you. We're taking these technical charts that, you know, it seems like it takes a freaking super genius to be able to analyze, tell you what's going on, and we're letting you know, hey, it ain't that hard. You know, anybody can look at one of these charts and find a little bit of beauty in it, find a couple of patterns, find something to focus on. And that's what we're going to be working on today. If you'd like to analyze along with me, you know, feel free to do so, and then send me whatever you come up with on Twitter at BLOCKTV News. And I'll be happy to look at that, maybe even feature it on the show, and that'll be nice. So today, we're looking at a coin that I found called Zeus Shield. It's here. And it's kind of got, this is the, I believe this is the whole last 7 days. Yeah, this is the 7-day chart for Zeus Shield, which is a cryptocurrency. And, you know, immediately when I saw this, I was enamored by this kind of like, this wonderful kind of several tables. If I were comparing them to mountains, I would say this is a sequence of 4 butts, just kind of going straight across here, broken up by this little, these sharp ones, and then kind of like a deep fall. You know, a lot of people, they get distracted. They say, oh, Bitcoin's doing this, Bitcoin's doing that. Who gives a darn toot about Bitcoin? You know, sometimes you just got to take a second and you got to step back and you got to focus on the stuff that nobody else is looking at. And that's where you find real beauty, okay? So we're working with Zeus Shield today. What is Zeus Shield? I hear you cry. Well, we're going to take a look at their website here and kind of find that out for ourselves. The Zeus Shield system is a blockchain AI insurance solution. What does that mean? I don't know. But as you can see from their website, they are, I believe, based in China. And, you know, they've got quite a few cool little infographics. Their website is very schmancy. Look at that. Whoa, very cool. And then they have their development route, which started in 2017. Huge surprise there. And if you look here, oh no. Oh no, we went past 2018 quarter 4 and 2019 quarter 1 already, but this isn't, it's not green. Does that mean something bad has happened? Ah, what a nightmare. And then if you look here, we can see it's Aoye team. A little typo there, but that's fine. This fellow is very intimidating, and I'm gonna kind of just leave it at that there. So anyway, so we got this chart. We're gonna take a look at it here and kind of see what we can find in it, see what we can do with it. So the first things first that we always do here is we give it a simple trace. Okay, we trace the lines, kind of give like a basic structure. So as you can see, I kind of played around with the butts on the side here. We got some spiky kind of situation going on, and then we got like a down, a dip, a big old bump, and then it kind of tapers off. So I thought, you know, what better kind of thing to personify this kind of shape than the simple slitherer. And what do I mean by that? I think you're about to find out. So we're just going to come on and give it a little bit of a line situation, and then kind of like a whoa, like a big old lump like that, and then kind of taper it off. And that's kind of our foundation. Now you may be looking at this and be wondering, you know, hey, I don't know what the hell that is. You've drawn something, it's hideous. Okay, it offends me. And that's fair. That's totally fine. That's up to you. But we're going to see if we can kind of make it something nice here. So we've got this situation going on. That's looking good. And he's kind of, okay, so that's, I think that's our outline. What we've got here, if you haven't noticed, it's a big old snake, and he's had kind of a large-ish breakfast. Okay, and now it's about midday. It's worked its way down the digestive tract. It's sitting there in the gut region, which, you know, I feel your pain, buddy. You know, I had myself a large breakfast today. So now what we're going to do is we're going to come in and start to lay down some foundational color, and maybe we'll track back and give them a little more after this. But let's kind of see what we come up with here. So we're going to kind of get like a big brush. That's a little too big. A brush about yay. And we're just going to kind of start and just kind of go for it. And this will be kind of a nice situation. So, I mean, I hate to sound like a broken record, but every time we do one of these Art of the Charts, I feel like I have to tell you about the bird who lives on my windowsill. We call her Bird Mom. She's a real trooper. She had this one baby, it fell off, it died. She had these 2 other babies, they flew away. Now she's back again, fucking Fast and the Furious style, keeps coming back with the sequels. She's back again, and she's laid new eggs. The woman's crazy. She's insane. She's a paragon of fertility and integrity and everything else with a itty at it. So I'm proud of her. Good job, Bird Mom. You know, you're doing God's work over there on my windowsill. But Lord knows those baby pigeons are not quiet. That's definitely something that I have learned over the course of these months where she's been chilling out there and having these baboos. So we've got like a snake situation, and he's got these teeth. Now I know what you're thinking. Snakes don't have teeth, they just have the 2 fangs. And that's true. This is a kind of special snake, and I feel like we kind of got to come back to our, first of all, I kind of want to erase that little, it's a little much. I want to come back to our lines here and kind of give a little something to look at here. Maybe like we can play around with this and give it like a, ooh, oh. You got to make the sounds when you're drawing, otherwise, you know, what are you doing? You're wasting your time. Kind of going to take that, erase this a little bit. Oh, that's in the trace right there, yeah. There you go. And that's looking already kind of like more, he's got like a little bit of character to him. And I'm liking that a lot. Oh, I'm in my eraser, that's the problem. There we go. And that kind of gives him, now it's like his mouth is agape. And he's saying something. What's he saying? I don't know, you be the judge. You know, we're going to give him kind of like a deep red color to be in his gullet. See that? That's beautiful. Wunderbar, as they call it in Germany. I don't speak German. There are actually few languages that I speak. And that's something that I'd like to improve on. So, hey, if you speak a foreign language, if you speak another language other than English, then go ahead and send me a tweet at BLOCKTV News. Please send us tweets. We're desperate for tweets, man. I just want to be able to tweet to somebody. You know, I spend my day of sitting at my desk. I'm just sitting there contemplating life and the universe and everything, and, you know, ain't got nobody to tweet to. So if you're ever like, oh, wonder what Zachy's up to, tweet me, find out. So anyway, that's kind of like his mouth situation. Kind of hideous, but, you know, not everything in nature, not everything in life is inherently beautiful, and that's a lesson that we all kind of need to come to grips with in our own lives. So we're just going to kind of do some detailed touch-up work. Just going to come in here and, oops, wrong layer. Going to come in and give them just a little bit to work with here, and yeah, that was kind of, you know, to touch more on that point. Now, I know that snakes have like interesting kind of eye situations. I'm not going to go into the nuances of that. I'm just going to kind of give them some yellow eyes. Not everything in this dang old big old world is so beautiful, but, you know, sometimes you find a big old ugly snake and you say, you know what, big old ugly snake? That's horrifying. I don't mind you. I think that you're fine. I don't know where the nostrils on a snake go, so I'm going to put it there. Man, he is really not gorgeous. He's kind of spooking me. And we're just going to give him kind of one last little touch, which is going to be some stripes, kind of some Garfield stripes, you know. And then it begs the question, kind of his shape kind of begs the question, you know, what's he munching on in here? What's he got in there? And that's a good question. You know, I don't know. Maybe we could kind of allude to something with the help of a speech bubble. A speech bubble, as you can see in the comic book world. But I'm thinking about that. Maybe, you know, typically, what's a snake eating? He's eating a mouse situation, right? They like to eat those rodents. But I think that this snake, he understands that he's ugly as all sin. So what he's doing is he's working on his image, he's working on his PR, and he's been kind of switching to a plant-based diet, you know? So he's going to be kind of looking at something, going to come out and say, he's going to get that. We're going to fill that in. And then let's just have him say, like this. Just something real simple. I am Braco. Now listen, writing shit in Photoshop with a mouse, it ain't easy. Broccoli. And broccoli, period. It's a matter-of-fact statement. And that's, I think, really beautiful. I think that's really wonderful. I think we're going to call this fellow broccoli. And then it's kind of like a little play on words, right? Because he's eating broccoli, and that's what the broccoli within his gut is saying. But also, he himself is broccoli. Isn't that funny? Broccoli the boa, that's what we're going to call him. And then, you know, as always, we sign these things with a little Zachy. They're just getting smoother and smoother every week. Zachy. And that's him. That's Broccoli the boa. And I think that, you know, he's taught me a lesson. If not you, he's certainly taught me something, and that is that sometimes life is just hideous, just terrible. Should have been snubbed out at the very beginning, but you know, you see something and it's not always awful. You know, you can make something good out of it, and you can always turn around and switch to a vegetable-based diet, and that's what Broccoli the boa he represents. So, you know, like I said, you know, send us some tweets from all of us here at BLOCKTV. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey through technical analysis, and I wish you well. Bye.